kind of CGI. I don't know. I just don't see the point of any of that. If I wanted to do that, I would just play Madden.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, there's just gonna be things that they're doing, and they're gonna realize this isn't working, and we shouldn't be doing it, but we have to do it because we have to make money.
Yeah,
because we've invested too much money into this. Like, sports is too big to fail.
Geno Smith is returning to the Seahawks to be Russell Wilson's backup. Do you got to take our attention on that?
All backups matter.
The Saints cut Pro Bowl guard Earl Watford. Take your attention on that.
I mean, they did sign Cesar Ruiz, and Eric McCoy might slide over the guard. They're both fast as hell. McCoy ran a 4.89, so either him or Cesar Ruiz is going to play guard. Which kind of, and you have just Pete there. So yeah, Watford kind of rebuilt his career in New Orleans because he was kind of a washout for, I think, Detroit. So I mean, he'll go somewhere. Who knows? The Raiders might even pick him up for cheap.
Speaking of which, the Raiders signed Prince
Amukamara,
former Nebraska, former Bears, former
Giant.
So do you got to take our tangent on his fit with the Raiders?
I was never really a big fan of him, but he's the only Nebraska quarter that's really lasted this long. So I think he'll be a competent starter.
All right, man.
He'll push Damon Arnett, who I still wouldn't have taken that high. But whatever.
Give me the touchdown or turnover. I got a special edition this round.
Oh, boy.
Let's see how long this takes. I'm sitting here looking at all the fifth-year options for the 2017 draft. For those of you who don't know, essentially when a player is drafted in the first round, they sign a 4-year contract, and teams have an option for a fifth year, which they can either exercise or decline. So I'm going to go straight down the list of the first-round draft picks, all 32, and tell you whether or not the team exercised or declined their option on the former first-round pick. And you tell me if that is a touchdown or a turnover for the player. Got it? All right, first up, top of the draft, Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett, obvious exercise, touchdown or turnover?
Touchdown.
Mitchell Trubisky, number 2 pick. The Bears have officially, as of today, declined his fifth-year option. Touchdown or turnover for Trubisky?
That dude is trash. He's so trash.
Oh, man. Well, do you think the question is, do you think a change of scenery is going to change anything? Do you think
no? He's still going to be trash wherever he goes. He can either be a really good backup or he'll just be trash. You let Nick Foles beat you out. He trash. Bro, he wasn't even that good at North Carolina. Like, anyone with eyes could have told you, don't take Mitch Trubisky fucking second overall, whatever they took him.
I'm looking at this top 5, and
bro,
none of these guys hit, but they were supposed to. But the third pick, Solomon Thomas, defensive end with the 49ers. San Francisco has declined their option on Thomas.
He might need to change the scenery. Because they tried to make him a 3 technique and then an edge. They tried to make him an Aaron Donald, and it's like, no, bro. He's a 4-3 D end, or you're going to commit to making him a full-time 3 technique. But you can't have him do both. And then there's the thing with his sister, unfortunately.
So that's a touchdown?
Touchdown for him. I think he needs to change the scenery.
Leonard Fournette had his option declined with the Jaguars. Touchdown or turnover?
That's a turnover, bro.
Yeah.
He's a great back.
Yeah.
In a shitty organization. If you put him on the Green Bay Packers, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Corey Davis, the first receiver taken, number 5 overall, had his option declined with the Titans.
I wouldn't have taken him that high, but I always thought he was a good receiver. I think he was like a better version of Justin Blackmon. But
yeah, I'm going to say it's a turnover for him just because I feel like that was a good fit for him.
Like, Tennessee's good, but I mean, the quarterback is only getting
true. Like
one receiver of the ball.
15 passes a game.
Like, you're only getting one receiver of the ball, which is the other Ole Miss receiver, A.J.
Brown.
Yeah, he's the number 1 guy now. When Davis isn't that bad, I think Davis would be better off going somewhere else. Like Oakland.
Jamal Adams had his fifth-year option picked up by the Jets. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for Adams?
That's a no-brainer. It's a touchdown.
I'm gonna say it's a turnover because I feel like
plan on trading him.
Because I feel like they're gonna be in a situation next year.
They're not gonna pay him. I'm like, fam, he almost set the record for sacks in the season for a safety, and he missed 2 games.
Mike Williams had his option picked up by the Chargers, number 7 pick, touchdown turnover.
Legitimate deep threat, and he's an up-and-coming receiver. He's a top 15 receiver in the league.
Well, they say the third year is the year you break out.
He had 20 yards a catch.
And that was the case for him last year. So
even before last year, he averaged 20 yards a catch. For his career, he's almost like
definitely. Definitely, he had flashes, but last year was the first year that he consistently showed what we expected out of him as a number 7 pick.
After the fact that he broke his neck and then the national title game, and then he had some injuries his rookie year, but even then you could see it. No, he's good. So, yeah, it's touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey has his exercise picked up in an extension. That's an obvious touchdown.
I think he really left about $30 million on the table, but that's just me. There's no reason why he shouldn't have gotten $100 million.
John Ross had his option decline with the Bengals. Touchdown or turnover for Ross?
Touchdown. He's injury prone. He might have a great year this year, but he has to prove it. He kind of lost all that cachet.
Mahomes, option exercise, touchdown or turnover from Mahomes.
He's going to get so much money.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to say it's a turnover because McCaffrey already got his money, so Mahomes should have.
No, Mahomes
should have been before McCaffrey.
No. Mahomes is going to reset contracts.
Period.
In general.
Yeah.
Like he might get NBA money.
Something like that.
He's that great.
Yeah.
He could get what, $50 million a year?
All right, man. We're a third through. 5 minutes. 5 minutes of running. Marshawn Lattimore extension picked up with the Saints.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Watson exercised.
Touchdown.
Hassan Reddick with the Cardinals declined.
I never liked how they used him. I always thought he could be good somewhere else.
So I'm going to say it's a touchdown, too.
It's a touchdown for both of them. He's just not going to be a fit there.
Derek Barnett had his option picked up by the Eagles, 14th pick.
He's a pretty decent pass rusher. So, yeah, that's good.
Malik Hooker with the Colts had his extension declined.
Remember when everybody said he was going to be Ed Reed, and I was like, y'all all on drugs?
He's been up and down.
He's been great when he's there, but I'm not going to say Ed Reed.
Yeah, and they've already been talking about trading him.
He was young when he came out, too.
They've already been talking about trading him, so I'm going to say it's a touchdown.
Yeah. He'll
go somewhere else.
He might have a great year this year and then go somewhere else. Yeah.
Cash out. All right.
The Raiders will overpay for him.
Marlon Humphrey with the Ravens, 5th-year option exercised.
Great. He's been a Pro Bowler. Great guy.
Yeah, but that's probably going to cost him some money.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Their secondary is their strength. Look, they're like 4 deep at corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. With the whole thing about the 5th-year option is not only do they control you for that 5th year, but then they can also tag you.
Yeah, you control like the first 7 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he's not the best corner to his position. So he's not Tre'Davious White, so you're not going to lose that much money.
Jonathan Allen, defensive end for the Redskins, exercised.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Touchdown for him, yeah.
He's a beast. He's going to be a monster at D-tackle.
Adoree Jackson, Titans exercised their 5th-year option on him.
Beast. I'm telling you, had he gone to LSU, he would have already been the best corner in the league. But he went to USC, where they just...
kill corners.
They just say, you know what? We're going to pretty much have you... You're going to be a little bit better than you were in high school. That's about it.
O.J. Howard with the Buccaneers had his extension picked up.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm going to say that's a turnover for him only because they have Gronk.
Yeah, but Gronk's old.
His value might not be...
Gronk has like 1 year left.
His value might not be better in 2 years. Is that what I'm saying? Because he might have...
He might walk to a better situation somewhere else.
Gronk might have a good 2 years and then retire, and then O.J. Howard's going to hit the open market with bummy-ass numbers.
Yeah, but he'll have less wear and tear on his body.
That's true.
He ends up with the Packers.
That's true. Garrett Bowles had his option decline for the Broncos.
Penalty machine. Should probably just kick down the guard.
Yeah, that's probably a turnover for him because he's probably
on his way out.
Yeah. If he doesn't get it
They're
together.
fixing that offensive line up.
Year. Yeah, this is the last shot. Gerard Davis, linebacker for the Lions, declined.
He ain't been right since he got ran over.
Yeah, he hasn't been right since like that last half season when he got hurt in Florida.
Yeah.
So,
like, he's a good player, but he's just not enough to fill all the holes on the defense.
He's not a player you commit to or fall in love with.
But he's a good, serviceable starter.
Yeah, exactly. He's a solid
just
player.
The center of their defense, and that's not enough.
Yeah, that's not enough. Good point. Charles Harris, defensive end with the Falcons.
But
I forgot they even had him. I forgot they even had Charles Harris.
I knew he was.
Option declined.
I knew he was going to be a bust.
Jesus Christ, Atlanta can't take edge rushers.
Him and Taco Charlton, bust.
Sad.
Tack McKinley, bust.
Evan Ingram had his option picked up with the Giants.
If he stays healthy, he's going to be a monster.
Gary Conley, option with the Texans was declined. Touchdown or turnover for Conley.
You know how I feel about Gary Conley. Next question.
Yeah, I'd say the same. He's
I wouldn't say
kind of like Davis, and like he's not a terrible player either, but he's not that great either.
He doesn't produce turnovers, so it's just kind of like, yeah.
He'd be a great third quarter if he could tackle.
It's a touchdown for Houston because they need DBs.
Yeah, I guess.
And he has to prove it.
All right, Jabril Peppers had his option picked up with the Giants.
Yeah, Peppers is a strong safety, and they just need to let him be a strong safety. Or let him be a free safety. But just let him be a safety and stop moving him everywhere.
Bro, how you drag Tag McKinley and Charles Harris in the same year and they both bust?
I knew they were going to be bust coming out of college. They were slow-ass 40s.
McKinley had his option decline with the Falcons. Touchdown or turnover for McKinley.
McKinley for who?
The Falcons.
Oh, yeah. Bust. I already said it.
So is him not having his option picked up touchdown or a turnover? I'm going to say it's a touchdown because he needs to get out of Atlanta as soon as possible.
It's a... yeah, because he can have a career year and then get bounced.
Tre'Davious White had his option picked up with the Bills.
He's going to be the highest paid corner in NFL history. And the Raiders passed on him, by the way.
Taco Charlton.
For Gary Conley.
With the Dolphins, had his option declined.
He got cut. Didn't he get cut already?
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
He was on the Cowboys.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get that one. David Njoku with the Browns.
I don't know what they doing in Cleveland, bro. Like, he's a good tight end, and he would have been great had they been.
Well, he had his fifth-year option picked up. So, is that a touchdown?
Why did they even sign the Hooper? If you like, why would you sign Hooper if you already have Odell, Landry, and Joe? Like, you have two running backs. I don't know what Cleveland's doing with their skill players, but it's Baker Mayfield's fault if this dude doesn't have a career year. TJ
Watt with the Steelers had his fifth-year option picked up.
He's gonna get paid dump truck in like 2 years.
Yeah, and I think that gives him another year because their cap situation isn't the best.
Definitely not.
Reuben Foster with the Redskins had his fifth-year option declined.
He might be done in the league.
Yeah, we'll see.
If he comes back from the ACL, we don't know. But again, I don't trust Alabama middle linebackers. They're all injury prone.
Ryan Ramczak with the Saints had his fifth-year option picked up.
All-pro right tackle. Solid.
All right, we got through it in a solid 10 minutes. I'm proud of us. Can I get a round of applause? It's the one above it.
I know.
Well, you only played like 3 sounds, so thank you.
Sometimes you only need 3 sounds.
3-trick pony.
That's more of a tri-tip.
With that, let's go ahead and move to the rants.
Storm.
You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
You go first.
All right, man. So I'm gonna start with what everybody's been talking about. Like, I get it. I know there's not a lot of sports content out there, and I know everybody's kind of, thirsting for that sports community and something to rally around.